What up, gamers? Spencer here, and welcome back to Frontline 2 Exilium. So before we resume, there's another event that I saw that we can do. We got this glittering star wish. Okay. So Commander, please leave this mission to me. Support her. Oh, this is the thing where we vote people? Are these the amount of votes that people have? Oh. Glitter ranking number 2. Oh, wow. So we can see, like, the ranking as well. Okay. Oh, of course, Klukai. I had a feeling Klukai would be number 1, at least, you know, for me, based on experience. She's, like, really good in combat. But yeah, interesting to see, like Groza being number 2 as well. But, yeah, so we just pretty much vote. I mean, I kind of forgot. I remember seeing this on the live stream. I'm not sure, like, what this will do. You know what? I'll choose Klukai. Why not? Support her. And we can also change our supported doll as well. Oh, claim all. Well, there we go. Okay. Well, yeah. There you have it. I chose to support Klukai. I mean, I do have her. She's been pretty much my best unit, I would say. But yeah, with that done, let's go ahead and resume the story of the Deep Oblivion. We got a cutscene here. View. The iron gate of the warehouse rises slowly. A large truck drives in, the driver steering with practiced ease before killing the engine. Yeah, by the way, guys, this video, I guess starting from this week, I mean, there'll definitely be a lot more of Frontline to Exilium, just so that I can upload more and make sure I can maybe finish this, you know, just in time, because, yeah, I think within like a week and a half is when that other event goes away, so want to make sure I can get the most out of it. Anyways, here we go. Bam. The cab door slams shut. Deft fingers enter a code sequence on the keypad, and the truck's cargo lock clicks open, the doors slowly parting. The dim warehouse lights carve a clean line across the dark interior. The line widens, crouched in hiding. Ready all along, Lena springs forward. In a few bounding steps, she reaches the cargo doors, stamping the ground hard. Hey, what the heck? Alright. Is that Mechty in a maid outfit? Lena tackles the driver to the ground. The two roll 3 full turns before stopping. Haven't seen you in so long, Mechty. I miss you so much. She rubs her cheek against the other's face with a giddy affection. There. The petite driver pats Lena gently in reassurance. If you keep pinning her down like that, her defense protocols might kick in, you know. Liva and 2 other dolls leap down from the truck as well. It's been ages since we returned to 404, even if she's not the real Mechty. Oh, not the real. Seeing the same frame feels nostalgic. Saying this, Lena bends down and helps the Mechty she knocked over back up. This is so weird. Because the personality is not what I've known her for. This is a completely different person. This feels kind of weird to see. Thank you so much for your help. This is terribly undignified of me. Huh? Mechty briskly dusts off her maid uniform, then whips a compact mirror from her pocket. She carefully adjusts her headpiece, claps her hands before her, and bows with a prim formality. It must have been a long and arduous journey. The boss has already arrived and is waiting for you all in the lab next door. This place is perfectly secure. Please follow me. Mechty strides lightly toward the door. Lena stares at the ribbon bobbing on the doll's back in mild confusion. Mechty leads the group to the lab. Boss, I brought them over. Oh, there's the air. Good work, Mr. G11. No trouble at all. I'll go make some coffee. Please, make yourself at home. GRG11 bows again and slips out of the room, unobtrusively. Linda can't stop glancing at her. There? Where did you dig up that frame of GRG11? I thought you declared a few years ago that, in honor of Michitu's uniqueness, you scrapped all the GRG-11 units you'd built as a kid. Not to mention, this one's personality is way off from the real deal's. It's a long story. After you lot went and changed your names one by one, I gave the matter some thought. It's true, as your neural clouds grow, you dolls become more independent beings, much like humans. Technically, the neural cloud and the frame are separate, but conceptually, I'm becoming more inclined to consider them a single unified entity. If I kept insisting on separating the two, I'd be behind the times. Disrespectful to you, even, so I scrapped the GRG-11s that they built in my childhood back then. Well, look at you. Matured a bit, huh? So the one who just picked us up was... since I put all that effort in as a kid to build the frame, it felt wasteful to destroy it outright. I stashed it in a warehouse instead. I was worried it wouldn't boot up, but it turns out my craftsmanship was reliable enough even back in the days. Alright, enough of that. You move faster than I thought. I thought it would take at least another 2 days for you to link up with me. How'd you find out? The approval process got rushed forward by 5 days from its usual end of the month, and the supplier list had vendors I'd never seen before. On top of that, I spotted a truck unloading nearby with their logo, and the driver looked familiar. That's too much coincidence, no? Only you could catch such obscure clues. Yeah, just as I've got a sharp nose when it comes to Sanguis Ferry, Leva clocked it right away. But dear, how did you know where we were? Kylan couldn't have told you outright in case she was bugged. There was more than one truck. That's right. My family's supermarket chain has a warehouse here in ODE-22. So multiple trucks wouldn't look out a place. Wait, isn't your family in the new energy business? That's the more well-known part of the business now, but we started with supermarkets. The old folks wanted our in-house products to get some URNC ties. They submitted a bid 6 months ago, but nothing came out of it until now, when it suddenly got approved. Thanks to you. Sears? Sears? Sierra? Got much to brag about her year-end board reports. Is like Sierra like the sister? We got Dier and Sierra? Learning new characters, man. Turns out you've got some business acumen, eh? Wouldn't have guessed. Sierra handles most of the work, but I can't just loaf around completely and be a useless trust fund baby, you know? Fair enough, but if there were multiple trucks, does that mean there could be more GRG-11s? Don't be ridiculous. There's only one frame. This one frame. Took me ages to dig it out. The neural cloud is just some random civilian doll software slotted in. And the other trucks. I rigged a few civilian dolls from the supermarket with sleep collars and wigs. Whether you spotted them depended entirely on your intuition. Asking dolls to have intuition is a tall order, don't you think? Good thing we got lucky. Exactly. I happen to be here in ODE-22 for partnership talks, and the old warehouse also happens to be close by. If not, I couldn't have come to your rescue this fast, no matter what strings Kylan promised to pull for my family business. Being lucky is also kind of a skill. By the way, Kylan never had time to explain everything to me. What happened, and what do you need me to do? Someone fill me in. I'll do it. So here's the thing. Leva briefs the air on the events and their current predicament. Oh, tampering with URNC security. Impressive. Right? But I bet you won't lose to them, will you, dear? I'd love a chance to. Wait, what are you planning? Dear eyes Leva warily, taking a step back. Our biggest obstacle is the alter clearance in the system. From Kylan's tone, fixing it efficiently will take time. You know what I just realized now? I was trying my best to like remember what happened last time because it's been a while. So like last time Leva was like looking at the window, right? And she was smiling. I guess she saw Mechty in that, you know, what they just said right now. She spotted Mechty. Oh, that's why. Okay. So, can you help us hack into the URNC security system to give them a hand? You call that giving a hand? That's a crime. And if they targeted you on purpose, I guarantee your codes are locked down. They won't be easy to restore. What about creating new IDs for us? No way. That's even more outrageous. IDs are unique certifications tied to each unit, issued by the URNC's backend protocol. You would have to hack the backend itself to add, delete, or alter anything. That's not like spoofing a camera or two or hijacking a patrol droid. Exactly, which is why we need you. The small stuff we can handle. Even if it's technically possible, the trace risk is huge. Even I couldn't possibly cover all my tracks. My family finally managed to secure a business deal with the URNC government. If I go too far, Sierra and my folks will hand me over themselves, saving the PSA the trouble. Then it's tricky. If we just go charging in, we'll be arrested. When they question us about our movements, you'll be implicated too, dear. Dang. She would do that. You 404 dolls, honestly. One sleeps, one plays dumbs, one threatens violence, and... What's that noise in the background? I thought it was... I thought it was like my mic going all... like haywire or whatever, like it's messing up. I'm guessing it's like Mechty like sweeping the ground or something. And now you want to throw me in jail? It's not my... Sometimes I'm a bit paranoid if like my mic or headset is like acting up. I think it's from the game. Hold on, let me see. If I click out, because it does like pause. Okay, it's from the game. That freaked me out. Okay. Then think harder. The only one who can save yourself from jail is you. What do you expect me to do? Lyra slumps into a chair. Eva falls silent, clearly running simulations for alternatives. If it's just the contents of the locker that you need, I could send a civilian doll. Same result, right? Well, it isn't very likely. There's still a chance that this lead is a trap. It's risky for a civilian doll to handle this on her own. You'll be exposed if she's caught. Ugh. Dear, you said you can tamper with cameras and control patrol droids. Yes, but only very briefly. Maybe 20 seconds before correction? Maybe less? What can you do in 20 seconds? Plenty. Huh? I've studied the station's defenses. There's only 1 or 2 human staff. The patrol droids handle security, so all we need is chaos among the droids. Controlling a couple of droids won't achieve much, though. Especially not within such a short time. Besides, what would I even make them do? Kick over a trash can? It's a light rail station we're talking about. I can't have them shoot. But if they think they spotted us, that's different. Oh, that's clever, Robella. I get it. Huh? I don't. Me neither. Neva, stop being cryptic. With so few personnel, they'll have to rely heavily on the cameras to track us. It's not realistic to expect the air to manipulate the station's surveillance system and patrol droids based on our real-time movements. But if he tweaks the mapping between the cameras and the droid's ID system, the station will suddenly be full of us. Conflicting alarms everywhere. Chaos ensues. And in chaos, we find our chance. That could work, but my processing speed is limited. I might not create enough confusion. That's why you have me. With Leva's help, yeah, maybe. Or maybe I should stay. As Dandelion said, the URNC security system ties closely to OGAS. I know the OGAS protocols better. True, but this mission needs real-time command across multiple units. My combat capacity is lower. It bottleneck coordination. All things considered, I should stay behind. I may be less familiar with the OGAS protocol than you, but my EW skills haven't gone rusty after all these years. Rebella thinks it through. When she arrives at the same conclusion as Neva, she nods. Oh, my bad. I pressed it 2 times. Alright, then the action is set for rush hour tomorrow morning. More people means more cover, even if we're spotted. It'd be easier to escape. Everyone good? Sopo? Neva glances at Sopo, who is scrutinizing a food processing machine diagram on screen. No problem. Making troubles is my specialty. Plan sounds good to me too. Whatever you say, Neva. I have no objections either, but there's still one wild card we haven't factored in. You mean Gerard's illegal arm automatons? Yes. We can't predict their numbers or weapons. If they appear, hacking alone won't stop them. Then, bang bang bang! We take them all out! If we open fire, we'll hit civilians. Rush hour means a much higher risk. But rush hour is our best chance. Any other time, the chance of success drops by at least 45%. Success isn't everything. Huh? Rebella's right. Leva cuts off Lena. Leva? Rebella's point is, we should prioritize the success of the mission. If we cause another public disaster on the scale of the incident in ODE-01, the Jawar group could exploit it again to tie it up. No MFA, right? Rebella doesn't deny it, but says nothing. Leva ignores the silence and pats Lena on the shoulder. And like Deer said, if the chief just dashed something in the locker and Jawar doesn't even know about it, they might not need gunfire to succeed. Oh, that's what Rebella meant. I misunderstood. Sorry. It's fine. Then let's work on refining the operation plan. Based on our previous discussion, we might need some backup contingencies. And that's it? Okay. And now we got a mission to do now. Kinda miss these days. Of like, you know, meeting Kukai for the first time. That whole mission was so cool. The light rail station alarm blares during the morning rush hour. Lena weaves quickly through the chaotic crowd, while Leva's dispatch orders keeps coming through level 2 comms link. Leva, I see a patrol squad up ahead. Estimated encounter in 1 minute. Keep your course. Deer and I will deal with them. Sopo, the patrol droids on your right are under our control. Move now. 6 illegal armed droids are closing in from both the southeast and southwest station entrances. Prioritize them. Don't let them enter. Got it! Lena takes a deep breath and charges straight toward the patrol squad ahead. Just as their cameras are about to capture her, the patrol automatons suddenly blare alarms and rush at a civilian doll 3 meters away, surrounding her. Alarm cleared. Leva, I'm almost at the target location. Nearby surveillance is still under our control. Deer and I will keep the patrol droids busy. Watch yourself. Alright, battle time. Oh, this is a cool view. First person. And look at that UMP. Confirming battle readiness. And done. Leva, how are things on your side? If you got a big guy here, this might take a while. Not really. Oh, that guy flies. Wait, is that a robot mustache? And a hat? Just hang on, we'll be there soon. Okay. I mean, you know, they made, they decided to design the female robots as like hot girls, so I guess a flying robot with a mustache is not too far-fetched. Anyways, here we go. Like, yeah. This will not take a while. I'm sure we can do it. Okay. Nice. And we got that achievement done, which is good. Yeah, can't wait to start building up like all the collapsed pieces again. I feel like I spent so much. We'll leave us cover. Lena closes in on the target locker. Here it is. Good. We'll lose the nearby surveillance cameras in 10 seconds. That's plenty of time. Lena, if... Don't worry, Leva. I believe in you. Lena keys in the code quickly. 4773. Confirm. With a crisp click, the locker door pops open. Piles of Sardis gold are stacked neatly inside. So much money! Before Lena can examine it, patrol automatons that have already regained control surround her in a circle. Lena raises her gun at them, but after seeing the numbers, she obediently lowers her weapon to the ground and lifts her hands. The circle tightens. One of the station's PSA officers runs toward her, while the other stays back and directs the automatons to block passengers from boarding via radio. Lena glances at the surveillance camera and turns towards the approaching officer, but her eyes drift past him, resting instead on the departing train and the Mechty on board. Okay. That was actually a pretty fast cutscene. Like, I think we were done with the previous mission at 16 minutes. That was really fast, that whole thing. Okay. Rurik's fist stamps the desk with a dull thud. Cocoon remains unmoved by his side, watching demurely. What do you mean there's only Sardis gold? Impossible. Whoa, that's Cocoon? Okay, I was used to seeing like the, the whatever the no image thing. Yeah, she's here in person, what the heck? The PSA officers have searched the locker and the surrounding area thoroughly, then checked the surveillance footage. The locker does contain only Sardis gold. And the dolls? The only one caught is the T-doll named Lena. She's already en route back to Odessa. The other three are currently missing. Missing? That means they've escaped, doesn't it? Useless trash, all of you. Please, sir, calm yourself. Though the contract of the illegal transaction is gone, I prepared witnesses as you requested. That counselor lady must still cooperate with the investigation. Her dolls, too, are now listed as suspects of illegal trade by the Odessa Oblast government and are high-priority targets. I've researched everything to make Heli alter the database, not just to trap them for 10 days or so. It is a pity MFA couldn't be completely pushed out this time. I questioned the information at the station. He swears both the Sardis Gold and the contract were in the locker this morning. But they're seasoned tactical dolls after all. It isn't entirely impossible for them to calculate the worst case scenario on the spot and figure out a way to take the contract. Excuses. And what about you? You couldn't even stop them from hacking the station's security system. Forgive me. I did strengthen the system's self-correction efficiency, but I didn't expect them to abandon the attempt at full control and instead exploit flaws in the security design to evade capture. And since Heli had already altered the IDs in the database, I allocated more processing power to remotely commanding the illegal armed automatons. Imbecile! I understand your anger, but you have already destroyed the chief's message. Even if they keep pursuing the matter, nothing will come of it. I will use this time to eliminate any leftover risk. Fine. As for those witnesses, once they've done their job, you know what to do. Yes. With Cocoon's soothing words, Rurik's expression eases slightly. I oppose grouping you under Czech FABN from the start. That conglomerate is as cheap as its name. Vulgar upstarts who think money can buy them anything. With Gerard's wealth, of course you don't need their funds, but it allows Czech FABN into the sub-core tier because of their cooperation with Paradius. After all, none of the core families want their own hands dirty too much. Even so, they don't deserve 2 third-gen dolls. Indeed, after Sextans was executed for failing her mission, Gerard officially only holds Darcher. Officially? If we're speaking officially, even Darcher isn't Gerard's anymore. What does officially even matter? Quite right. You alone hold the core technology for third-gen dolls. Without Gerard, the horoscope program could never advance. Rurik soaks in Cocoon's flattery, though his face stays dark. Those 2 useless nitwits, one rashly struck at that brat of the Claude family, bungling an assassination and leaving NOMFA leverage. The other failed interception after interception. All this time, that Paradius test subject is still in the bounty hunter's hands. You need not worry. Paradius' handover and the recovery of the subject are now fully managed by the Czech FABN. It will erase every trace of Gerard's involvement. You only need to focus on your campaign, then lead Gerard's infiltration of Odessa while refining the third-gen dolls. Only it tells me to improve the performance of third-gen dolls while strictly capping production. Now you're ordered here just as emergency support. If Gerard had even one capable combat doll, NOMFA wouldn't have scored at the station. Apologies for the disappointment, sir. Enough. Are the calibrations on Darcher still not complete? Her neuroclad was damaged during the combat against the Elmo crew in the Yellow Zone. The calibrations will take some time. Still, in this critical campaign period, perhaps it's best for the dolls to lie low. When you return, tell Chech, FABN their sponsorship dues are up next quarter. If not, there's no guarantee they'll get to keep you or Blue Spear. Oh, Blue Spear, man. I remember, yeah, they're like really recalling the past. I'm just like remembering all the stuff. I'll remind the representative promptly. The dolls return to the Air's company. Sopo, heavily damaged, is sent for repairs. Eva closes her inbox with a sigh. What a headache. Even though we extracted the contract in time, they had witnesses ready. I know MFA just issued a notice. Now Lena and the three of us are listed as dolls suspected of illegal trade. The Odessa Oblast government lacks proof to go directly after Kalina, but as our superior, she has been called to cooperate with the investigation. Thinking back, maybe Rurik intentionally let us copy the laptop hard drive at the villa. He looks hot-tempered, but he's calculating. I underestimated him. Poor Lena and Kalina, they barely shook off the forged idea accusation, and now they've been dragged into this. Isn't this one of your contingency plans? My, don't say such cold things with Mechty's face. Rebella, surely you can understand the urgency of that moment. If the Odessa Oblast government had gotten their hands on the contract, I know MFA's senior counselor would be nailed for illegal trading. Not only would chasing Gerard be impossible, I know MFA's influence in Odessa would plummet. So the instant you saw Kalina's name on the contract, you activated the contingency and sacrificed Lena? I thought no matter who you gave up, you would never endanger her. Wait, hold on, what? Wait, who was talking earlier? I saw Mechty talking and then Robella. I kind of forgot now. Like, wait. I know, like, one of them... Yeah, I kind of forgot now. Leva freezes for a second, then smiles again. Like, I know they were gonna send her out to do something, but I kind of forgot what it was. Wait, that felt kind of weird to see. Like, I saw Robella talking. Originally, I was hoping you could just slip out quietly with the contract in GRG-11's frame. Otherwise, I wouldn't have kept hacking the cameras and patrol droids. Oh, okay. So wait. Hold on, let me hear her talk again. Like, you know, Mechty here. But even if you had found the weighted alarm, you still had no choice but to take the contract, right? So I can only draw all the security's attention to Lena and let you escape with it. Yes, Rebella. Okay. Like, I remember they were gonna use a civilian doll, which was, I guess, the other Mechty here. But yeah, like, during that whole planning phase, I didn't, like, fully understand it. I know they were gonna, like, hack the security and the droids and somehow make a mass confusion. But yeah, I didn't, like, fully understand the specifics. But yeah, that was, like, weird to see, like, the name and that just not matching up. Leva, you have reached a point where you'll sacrifice anyone for the mission. You said it was for protecting 404, but now you cast Lena out so easily. Why? Before, even if it meant a firefight in the station, you'd always protect your teammates first. Opening fire at rush hour would hurt more civilians. I thought we agreed on that. We managed to avoid causing heavy casualties this time, only because the droids were restricted from using lethal force, and Sopo succeeded in intercepting the illegal armed droids. That's exactly what you feared yesterday, wasn't it? I know it was the logical choice, but if you know, then stop agonizing over it. We can't just let Kalina be arrested, and MFA be ousted, and Rurik become the interim chief uncontested. Leva is still wearing a smile, but it seems a little stained. She gets her neural cloud to calm down a little. Still, I'm sure Lena would be glad to know that you're so worried about her. I just want my friends to be safe. Relax, you got the contract out. With your skills, Lena, Kalina, and MFA will be fine. Really? Otherwise, this commotion we cause wouldn't be confined to an internal NOMFA notice. Instead, it would have been the headline in tonight's Odessa news. Even if Lena has to suffer this time, I weigh the pros and cons. After all, rational judgment is every doll's advantage. Rebella ignores Leva's pointed words and changes the subject. Well, we did manage to dodge Gerard's trap. The lead is gone. Whatever the chief left is destroyed now. He risked so much and got nothing. Not necessarily. What? All thanks to your effort, Robella. Yeah, with Robella. Like, yeah, I assume they needed her so that they wouldn't suspect her being, I guess, one of the suspects. Leva hands her device to GRG-11. This is the photo I took of the locker. Bingo. Lucky you snapped it. I just processed the image. What's so special about it? GRG-11 stares at the zoom image. The inside of the old locker is rusty, smudgy, and littered with scraps of cheap ads from small vendors. Since you're more interested in humans than me, you must know the saying, the most dangerous place is the safest. You can't possibly be here. I checked the ads. One of the URLs linked to somewhere pretty interesting. Oh wow. Leva opens a webpage. A land deed. A draft deed, to be exact. No signatories, but the plot location is written right there. ODE-04. You wanna check it out? Yes, a draft deed hidden among ads is suspicious, don't you think? We already questioned the locker's security. Maybe the chief used this as a backup channel to raise the odds of success. Since we can't return to Odessa anytime soon, and Kalina can't issue any commands or send us any information, we may as well chase his lead instead of idling. According to my calculations, the probability of this leading to anything is low. Oh? So now you're crunching probabilities like any other doll? I never said I don't run calculations. I just chose different strategies. Then what's your choice this time, Robella? We should go. You know, the odds of the AR team making it to the Zuri day were even smaller. Dear just message, Soko's repairs are done. You can swap back to your own frame now, or have you grown attached to the GRG-11 frame? Yeah, that's kinda crazy. They like switched out the frames from Robella to Mechty there. I didn't even know they can like do that in the first place. GRG-11 shoots Leva a sidelong glance, then heads for the repair room. She hesitates, but before walking through the door, she remarks earnestly, "The diner gate was better." Oh, was she also in the diner gate too? So is that pretty much what happened, like, with Dandelion when she enters the diner gate? I thought she was just like remotely controlling. Like, I don't know if Dandelion is a doll or not. I'm guessing she is. But yeah, I'm guessing that's what happened. Anyways, moving on. Let's go continue the story here. the drums, man. They're about to play hard there. Once Robella has switched back to her own frame and gone through a series of calibrations, Leva's group heads for the address marked on the land deed. Leva orders Sopo to scout ahead, while she and Robella wait a short distance away. No wonder there's no marker on the map. It appears just to be an old villa, out in the suburbs. After all this running around, I find like this really kills the mood. I'm guessing it's supposed to say, I find a place like this? Oh, a find like this. Okay, never mind, I just read it wrong. A find like this really kills the mood. With the air's help, we haven't encountered too many attacks along the way. It wasn't so bad. You're so strict. Don't tell me you also measured performance by kill count, like Klukai. I'm only being realistic. Of course you are. The mapping for the alter IDs doesn't need to be too precise this time. As long as traces of the three of us pop up across Odessa, that's enough to keep the PSA busy. With the air's tech, it's probably running on auto by now. It should be. It just helped it pinpoint a newly set up encrypted server. Okay, now all three of us are connected. Hopefully the security level's a bit higher. I don't want to be fighting while worrying someone might hack our home base. Do you think their EW ability surpasses yours? Hard to say, but Callan's comms line with the Chiefs is strictly encrypted, and I really couldn't detect any tampering on the Chief's end. Besides, according to what Lena said earlier, the enemy also got a hold of the comms code agreed upon between Callan and the commander. As much as I hate to admit it, their EW ability is definitely not below mine. Breaking even would already be lucky. If they lay traps and slip in through the cracks, it'll be even harder to handle. Yeah, it's impossible to guard against everything. Robella, you're a modified 3rd gen doll. From your perspective, if the opponent's EW ability matches mine, and 75% of my performance is consumed by EW models, how much processing power do I have left for combat? Even for an enhanced 3rd gen doll, trying to win in a physical fight and through EW at the same time is still extremely difficult. If you need guaranteed victory in EW, the best option is to stay in the rear, far from the battlefield. When Sopo and I run missions together, I adjust tactics the same way. Sopo takes points, I support with EW, but the opponents will definitely use the same tactics. That's really troublesome. Robella, Leva! Sopo comes running quickly from not far away. I just circled the yard and didn't find anything. Judging by the villa's condition, it's been uninhabited for a very long time. The 2nd floor windows are cracked. As for smells, there's no traces of food or gasoline either. But the bushes around this place are too thick. To be sure, we'll need to go inside the yard. In that case, let's go take a look together. The front gate is on the other side. I already took the lock off while I was at it. Robella, what's wrong? You've got a strange look on your face. If there's an ambush inside, you've already alerted them. The lock was too old. It just fell off with just a little touch. Forget it. Saves us from climbing the wall. Let's stay sharp and move in. Leva's group circles around to the main entrance, but just as they reach closer, Sopo suddenly raises her hand. Leva and Robella instantly dart aside, pressing against the thick shrubs. The dust-covered leaves tremble lightly, but make no sound. Wait, something's off. Enemies? The gate is open. I only took the lock off and left. The hinges are rusted. It wouldn't swing open just from the wind. Leva scans the surroundings carefully, then signals Sopo to switch to level 2 comms. Sopo, circle around the other side. Keep your steps light. On my command, we'll breach from both flanks. Okay. After a moment, Sopo peers out from the bushes on the other side of the yard. This side's closer to the gate, and sure enough, there's a line of footprints. I've also found some fresh rust flakes right by the gate. Since the path we took wasn't long, and they still got in silently, they must be very cautious. A burglar? Who would bother with such a remote old villa? A trap? Not sure, but if we don't go in, the lead ends here. We'll decide after we meet them. So, Sopo, Robella, get ready. We're going in 3 seconds. 3, 2... Leva counts down through her level 2 comms link. The dolls tighten their grips on their weapons. 1. Sopo bursts in first. Gunfire explodes in the yard. It really is an ambush! Sopo dodges nimbly. Robella and Leva immediately fire toward the sound. A black shadow flashes toward the back of the 2-story villa. Bullets trace its steps, gouging a line in the ground. Sopo, northeast 15 degrees. Straight line 44 meters. Watch this! Sopo steadies herself and charges fast, fighting noises echo from behind the villa. Huh! Something like a flowered trellis crashes to the ground. Dang, you're pretty strong. Robella, go help her. I'll sweep the area. Be right there. Got it. Robella quickly dashes around the villa. Rat-tat-tat-tat. Bullets spraying into the sky. Silence fails. Weapon confiscated. Target subdued. Leva, what's your status? There should be no other combat units in the area. Looks like it's just one. So we caught a petty thief? Well, come take a look and you'll see. Why so mysterious? Footsteps approach, and Leva reaches the backyard. Okay, who's this? In the shadows, a disarmed woman stands facing the wall with her arms raised and her back to the 3 dolls. Leva's eyes narrow as she recognizes her. I'm trying to recognize her, but I don't know anyone that looks like that. I'd say long time no see, but for you to be at this place at this time, I didn't receive any intel about you being here. before we set out. Did StateSec send you? I acted on my own behalf. I, and Task Force Defy, have no ties to StateSec anymore. Leva tilts her head slightly, her eyes locked on the woman against the wall, her gun still raised. Then can you please briefly explain your purpose here? AN-94 of Angelia's Task Force Defy. Okay, this is a new character. Instead of answering Leva, AN-94 slowly turns around. I say new character, but I'm sure for you guys who played the first game, I mean, you guys probably recognize who this character is. It's my first time seeing her because I did not play the first game. That's cool. We got like an AK, I assume, like type weapon here. You tell me first. What are you doing here? Information exchange requires mutual trust. This one is a one-sided interrogation. Your former commander, Angela, isn't here and won't ever be. And as far as I know, Task Force Defy no longer exists. Since you still identify yourself as a member of Defy, why are you acting alone on your own behalf? Where are the other dolls? Besides, our intel sources were not notified about this beforehand, and yet, you just so happened to appear at this remote villa the moment we showed up. I don't believe this was a coincidence. A94, are you on some special mission? Our situation is already unusual, and you showed up completely out of the blue. If there's something we should know, tell us. That's right, Rabella's got a point. And also, we've already wasted plenty of time. Could you kindly give me an answer within 1 minute? You already know everything about Defy. If you mean what happened around 2065, I'm more or less aware. But what happened in 10 years after that, I have no idea. What I care about now is this. If you didn't get your intel from StateSec, then from where? Seeing Leva so cautious and Rabella somewhat lost and flustered, A94 glances the gun aimed at her, then sighs in resignation. If you're worried about the intel leaks or a mole, you can relax. Since leaving the StateSec, I've been using back doors, ones that I planted while I still worked it for them. Through them, I monitor some of StateSec's communications. Just a few days ago, I caught a suspicious signal. A suspicious signal? Yes, the signal was faint, and the contents scrambled, indecipherable. A brand new form of encryption? I'm not sure, but it might be exactly what I've been searching for. By backtracing the signal, I confirm its origins, right here. What are you looking for? At this stage, I can't tell you. I see. Leva. That's all I can say. What you do with me afterwards is up to you. A94 turns her gaze back to the wall and quietly closes her eyes. Pity. I don't know what A94 is hiding, but our mission is filled with enough intrigue. When every step feels like walking on thin ice, we can't afford even the smallest new risk. Leva shrugs and walks towards A94. Leva! Leva gestures for Robella to be quiet with a wink. Robella looks hesitant, but after meeting Sopo's gaze, they both tighten their grips on their weapons. In the night, the black gun barrels glint coldly. So, Leva takes a hold of AN-94's right raised hand. Let's work together. Since her lead also points to this villa, it clearly isn't just some old house. Our team happens to be a short member for now. How about you fill in temporarily? You don't suspect me? I do, but based on what Defy did before 2065, I still have some trust in you as one of them. Even though there are still plenty of problems in the world today, well, we still owe you our thanks for how things played out the way it did. And based on what you described it, I had reason to believe that we aren't enemies. What do you think, AM94? Alright. Huh? You agreed so readily? I don't want to waste time and resources on meaningless fights. My mission has nothing to do with yours, so we're not enemies. Since we're both here to explore, I don't mind working with you. That's great. I wouldn't want to fight an old comrade either if I can help it. Then we can finally exchange some proper greetings. Long time no see, N94. Long time no see, Leva, Rabella, and... A94 looks at Sopo questioningly. It's Sopo. Right, Sopo. And please don't address me as A94 anymore. Go by Alva now. Okay, that's pretty cool. With some light rustling, Sopo, gripping the cable, slides quickly downward and lands lightly. A safe touchdown. Let me take a look. Sopo switches on night vision and carefully scans her surroundings. After making sure it's safe, she connects into the level 2 comms link. Robella, Leva, Alva, it's clear down here. You can come down. Roger that. Soon, the 3 dolls descend one after another along the elevator cable. With the help of night vision, they can roughly make out the fact that they're at the end of a passageway. The passage is about 2 meters wide, winding through the underground, its destination impossible to determine. Take a defensive formation, keep close to the walls, and don't fire unless necessary. At Leva's command, the team moves out. Didn't think there'd be such a huge space underneath this villa. Good thing Sopo followed the scrape marks and found the hidden elevator behind the fridge. Tricks like that can't stump me. Alright, while you were coming down, I did a little check and found that the elevator still has power. It can't move only because of access restrictions. The system here is pretty secure. Taking full control is almost impossible. Leva, I'll prioritize disabling the cameras we can't avoid. Yes, please. The dolls continue forward, all the while carefully evading surveillance. This passage is pretty long. Up ahead, we're close to the exit. Sounds like droids. Everyone stay sharp. After a fully armed patrol of automatons passes, the dolls step out of hiding and find a passage joining a much wider, taller tunnel. This tunnel is big enough for mid-sized trucks. Looks like a transport route, see? Every so often there's a security gate. It's connected to plenty of side passages, like the one we just came from. The flooring here is reinforced for load bearing, likely designed for some real big guys to pass. The narrow side passages are meant for human use. If the road widens suddenly, then there must also be larger entrances somewhere. We're at least 100 meters underground, aren't we? The whole road looks like it hasn't been used in ages. Which only makes it more suspicious. Clearly, it hasn't been used in years, yet they still post patrol droids and keep the security system running. Just what is this place? We don't have enough information yet. We need to push deeper. Arbella, you and I will focus on hacking the surveillance along the way, and engage patrol droids with electronic warfare if necessary. Sopo, Alva, you two cover us and keep an eye out for threats. We don't know how many enemies we're up against, and Robella and I can't fully control the system. We must avoid open combat. Don't trip the alarms and escalate the situation. Okay. Here we go, battle here. I thought the battle would be like, you know, when we fought AN94. But that's cool. Yeah, we're seeing some new characters now that we haven't like seen yet. Like in the being announced. I guess, you know, there's also Sopo too. But yeah, it's cool to see some new dolls being introduced here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and end it here. And next time we'll resume. You know, that wasn't too bad of me reading. I thought I did pretty good in this video. I think, you know, as I keep on going, I guess I'll suddenly be better at reading and speaking. Until now, I kind of like stuttered just like a few seconds ago, but yeah, I felt like we did a lot. I'm not sure where we started at, but yeah, I did pretty much a lot. How much do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, we're almost there? We have 9 left? Oh wow. Maybe I don't need to make this week like too much for this game. Because yeah, I was about to like do like a lot of uploads for this week, but maybe I don't need to. It might be a bit overkill and okay. Do the guitar. Okay, maybe the uploads won't be as drastic. I didn't realize we like made that much progress. Like, let me see again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I can do it normally, like with the uploads. That should be still enough for me to do also the other event too, okay. But yeah, that's just me assuming. I mean, that's, yeah, we're almost... Yeah, we're almost there, man. Then yeah, we'll do that, other event over here, the Intertidal Assault, so that we can get that done in no time. Okay. So yeah, I'll just keep going as normal. Like I said, I was about to do it like a lot of videos this week, like I said at the beginning of this video, but no, okay. I definitely have to like rearrange now, like how I'm gonna upload these videos. Okay, guys, so yeah, I think I'll go ahead and end it here. Next time, yeah, we'll just keep on going with the story, man. It's really cool to see some new dolls. We got Alva now. I wonder what she's like. And then yeah, there was also like some questioning of like the other dolls too. Apparently she's like, she used to be with us with some other dolls. Yeah, can't wait to see what they look like. I like the uniform on Alva. I think she looks pretty cool. I might get her if I like her a lot, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, yeah, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good